It's not just about finance. There's much more at stake. What we want, ultimately, is the client to be at ease. That's our top priority. All of the stress or the uncertainty, we eliminate that by providing the sound advice.
When I come into the office, there's a good atmosphere. The people are friendly. I enjoy working with them. I enjoy coming into the office, and we've got that very family-friendly work environment.
There's a lot of appreciation at PSA for the work you do, no matter what department you're in. You know that everyone values you. There doesn't seem like there's any hierarchy. We all talk to each other like we're equals.
The working culture at PSA is a family feel to it. I think we're a fairly medium-sized business now, but we've retained that kind of culture of working together as a team.
I've got to know lots of members of staff through the years. Obviously, it's a family business and I'm part of the family, so I've kind of been here from the start.
Everybody sort of knows each other. I always feel comfortable, I can speak to anybody, and it's just a nice atmosphere to work in.
For Paul, the single most important thing for him is family. And I hadn't been here very long before I realised that clients were family. And I think the culture at PSA really reflects that.
My philosophy has never been to build a big business to generate revenue for my own personal wealth. The idea really in my heart of hearts was to help people. I've tried to engender that in everything that we do. Bottom line is we want to help people. We started off just me and one other girl and my wife, of course. Today there's nearly 50 people working at PSA. I do believe that when we build a good relationship with a client, they trust us because they feel that what we're doing is in their best interests. We want to make their life better.
When I first saw the new office, I was blown away. It's obviously custom made, and when I bring clients in, they feel the same. When people come into the office, we often give them a tour and introduce them to their administrator, the power plan, the people that they will receive emails from, just so they can put a face to the name. And we sit down and we talk about their goals, what they want to achieve in the future and now. That's mainly what we do. We speak to clients and say, what do you want to achieve? Where do you want to be? I have clients ring me up and just immediately ask my advice about things. And that's quite a compliment, that sometimes they'll have a life decision and they'll ask my opinion before they go ahead. So that's always quite a nice feeling that they trust me enough and value my opinion enough to give me that call. Some people feel that financial services don't have the best of reputations. Here at PSA, we aim to provide the best service possible. All of us are ultimately just trying to do the best thing, to do what's right.
The relationship is really at the pile of the mountain, if you may. Most of our clients are becoming friends, literally, after years of service. And the main thing, of course, is they trust us because we are doing the right thing for them. The hard work behind the scenes of what we do in finance, the clients don't actually see that. The process itself involves obviously various bits of paperwork. In terms of implementing the client advice, we do all the legwork for the client. So effectively, as part of our advice, we're also providing client with a service, which really helps us to understand and then put an attractive proposition which basically meets their objectives going forward.
One of the things that I think that stands PSA apart is because we are a family business. We prioritise having a sense of community, and that's kind of the forefront of everything that we do.
We're here for the long term. We have a lot of clients where we've looked after their parents or sometimes their grandparents, and we might start looking after their children. So it's a very generational environment, and that plays out with our office as well. My dad's worked here, my granddad's worked here, I work here, my brother works here. We've got quite a lot of family here. My sister works here. We may even have more family members join us in the future, who knows.
I had to make a decision. Was I going to expand, or was I going to just stay and consolidate? I'd looked for land and made a decision to build PSA House.
Yeah, my dad had the vision for what he wanted the building to look like.
Before the building was built and it was just flat land here, my dad asked if I wanted to do the groundbreaking. Got the shovel and I did the first dig. The shovel we've got now has got my name engraved on it, and it's in a meeting room.
The building started being built in 2020. It was built from scratch.
I talked to a number of staff with regard to their input about how we should set the building up. I conferred with an interior designer in conjunction with an architect, and we kind of worked out the best methodology, how we keeping it open. We wanted to be light. I wanted to make sure that it was bright enough that make the environment a great place to work.
Paul had a massive input into the design, why it was chosen the way that it was, and behind all of that was, what do the staff want, what do the staff need, what can we do to make it a really nice working atmosphere for the staff. The clients have been really impressed with the new office. I think it reflects the PSA brand.
Most of my clients have been with me for when I started off, in the early 1990s, and so they've been with me for a long period of time. For them to see the building, I want them to have the wow factor and realise they'd invested in me and my advice, and it was worth their while investing in PSA.
We've been here for the past few years, and that's when the business started expanding.
Yeah, being an open plan office, we can collaborate quite easily.
I've been working in here now for a couple of years, and I really enjoyed to just go and talk to people, really, build those relationships with colleagues as well as with the clients. I think the environment was custom for that.
I overheard a younger trainee advisor that's only been with us a couple of months talking to one of his colleagues, and he's like, this place is totally lit. But I had to look up what that meant because I'm a bit old. So when you hear that sort of thing, it really confirms that we are doing what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve.
PSA have allowed me the freedom and given me the trust that I'm able to work my own diary. I'm able to book my meetings with clients, see them, and do a good job. But also, I'm able to spend time with my family to be a better husband and a better father.
I have a philosophy that I want people to want to come to work. We spend the best part of our lives working. I wanted to make the environment where people were coming to work somewhere that they enjoyed coming to, that they were proud to work here. I do believe that on a Sunday evening, if you're not looking forward to going to work the next day and it becomes a drudgery, then you're probably not in the right job.